For those who haven't heard Glassheart yet, how would you describe it?
Describe it as like a modern day classic. It's got some 80s elements, 90s elements, a bit Massive Attack, just inspired by some really interesting music and really contemporary beats, but with beautiful like strings and yeah, good musicality on it.
And when you were sort of working on the album, writing the album, were you influenced by any artists like old or new?
Yeah, I was influenced, I'm always influenced by like Tracy Chapman for her voice, Eva Cassidy, because they're like soulful but they're a bit folky, which I love, and that's very much where I kind of come from. And I was influenced by like Massive Attack and a bit of Drake as well. That was more Fraser's influence with the beats and stuff.
Okay. And do you have any personal favourite tracks on the album?
I love Favourite Scar, Unlove Me, Fireflies, ITU, but it does change like from week to week.
Okay, and there's a few up-tempos. You've got Glassheart, you've got Shake You Up, which is a great sort of 80s pop tune. Are you looking forward to sort of maybe releasing one of those in the future and having like a good dance routine and stuff to go with it?
Yeah, I might not do a dance routine. I might leave that to the dancers. Might join in for a little two-step. But I would love to release something that's more up. Obviously, I'm more, and like have a lot of sad songs. But I would like Shake You Up. I love that song. I think it's just such a like good vibe, like just an uplifting, good vibe, strong, powerful message. So that'd be cool to release something like that in the future.
Yeah, and it's kind of reminiscent of sort of an 80s young Whitney, the kind of vibe of it.
Yeah, definitely. I think like Rodney Jerkins produced Shake You Up, and I feel like he really pushed himself to do something different as well, not like something typical that people would think we would do together. And it's just interesting, and it is definitely a bit Whitney-esque.
This is probably one of your strongest collections. Yeah, I mean, how did it compare making this album to the first two?
Well, the first two albums I did with a lot of different producers, whereas this album I've mainly worked with one producer, a few tracks from a couple of other producers. So it's a bit more consistent. Also, obviously, getting more time to work on it means that to me, it's like been perfected now to the standard that I wanted it to be, whereas before it felt like quite rushed, in a way, even though it took like a year to make. And yeah, just having time to prepare something is so important, and I feel like this album as well comes from a much stronger place, whereas me as a person, I feel stronger in myself, so it's kind of come through in the songs.
Okay. And you just announced a UK tour, a couple of dates at the Royal Albert Hall. The last tour saw you take on a theme with the Labyrinth. Have you got any initial ideas of what you'd like to do for the next?
Yeah, this one's going to be quite ethereal, and the album is kind of loosely, like a running theme of it is like star-crossed lovers that want to be together but can't be together for whatever situations, and that may be a theme that runs through this one as well.
It's a bit of Romeo and Juliet.
A bit of Romeo and Juliet going on.
Nice. Maybe you sort of get the Shakespeare out.
Exactly, in the middle, just bust out a soliloquy.
You've had quite a few good B-sides, and there are a couple of demos online that are amazing. Scene of the Crime is one of them. I know they're illegally online. But, would you ever consider releasing sort of a B-sides and demos collection for the fans?
That's probably a good idea, because a lot of the fans have been really into like Scene of the Crime, and there's some really great B-sides on this one, and extra kind of bonus tracks like Sugar that I feel like the fans are really going to love. So I've never thought until you said it, so I feel like that's actually a really good idea, and I'm going to steal it.